It's here. 6 shakeups to Social Security expected in summer of 2023 right now. Now, I'm going to be diving into this article. Just came out 2 days ago and get you caught up on the latest on these 6 shakeups. And if you missed my video yesterday, you're going to want to check it out right after this one. Stick around to the end for some more updates as we've received word about Social Security $1,200 stimulus checks, and in some cases, it could be significantly more. Now, I cover all the details on that announcement. Came out from the IRS last week in that video. Stick around to the end. But right now, let me get you caught up as to what's unfolding at this moment with Social Security with 6 big shakeups. Now, before we dive in, do me a quick favor. Smash the like button if you appreciate the updates. Just takes a second. And if you want to stay up to date, it's totally free. Why not? Come join the Ram fam. All you got to do is hit the subscribe button, turn on that notification bell. And with that being said, you guys, let's go ahead and dive right in. All right, so as always, link in the description below to this article that just came out 2 days ago. I always cite the sources, link them in the description, put them on the screen, read right from them so that way you can see that it is the latest. Now, this article says that Social Security is one of the hottest topics of this election season, and there are some big proposed changes that are coming, and they're going to be arriving right now. They're saying summer of 2023, and as I've shared with you here on the channel several times, 2023 we're hearing, and it is shaping up to be the year of Social Security reform. We've had the Expansion Act introduced in February, a reintroduction of the Social Security 2100 Act, proposals that will raise the benefits across the board, extend the solvency, change the taxation. All of these need to be done because we are running out of time, and they're saying it is time to address Social Security and Medicare because there's literally tens of millions of Americans across the nation that are depending on this. And if we don't do something soon, they're going to be in trouble. Now, the White House released a 2024 budget proposal that included additional funding and benefits for Social Security and Medicare beneficiaries. While the Social Security Trust Fund is projected to be drained by 2034, just to clarify, that does not mean they're going to be totally out of money, but there will be cuts. There will not be enough funds to distribute 100% to beneficiaries, and the cuts will likely be, we're hearing, around 20 to 25%. So if you collect $1,000 per month from Social Security, you'll likely get a check for $750 or $800. And when you say, what happened to the rest of the money? They're simply going to say, sorry, we just don't have enough money to give out everybody their full benefits. Now, the proposals, they don't anticipate cutting benefits for the current recipients. With huge changes coming, a looming deficit and high inflation, Social Security is going to be a focal point this summer as lawmakers debate the budget proposal and try to protect retirement income for millions of Americans. Now, here are 6 big changes to Social Security that are possible and will be fine-tuned in the coming months. Now, first off, Social Security is paying out an 8.7% increase. This year saw one of the biggest jumps in Social Security payouts since the 1980s. With inflation running red hot in 2022, the Social Security Administration increased the average payout to recipients by 8.7%. And like they said, hasn't been that high in over 40 years. Now, David Burns of True Advice Wealth Management thinks this is a possible move because Social Security is the only inflation-adjusted investment that we have backed by the U.S. government. With beneficiaries receiving an 8.7% increase for 2023, this tells us the Fed and the administration are aware of the current inflation rates. Now, the new average Social Security monthly payment among all recipients is now estimated to be around $1,827. This is a $146 increase over the previous average monthly payment of $1,681. Now, a lot of people hear that and they think, oh, great, that's awesome. We're getting an extra $146. But keep in mind, no, that is just to keep up with inflation because the prices of goods have gone up. So it's a break even, and in many cases they're saying it's actually not enough at all because inflation has outpaced the increases. And a lot of people are saying this is not enough, and that's why there are bills and proposals to not only have the COLA, but just give everybody across the board a bump up. Now, new payments started at the beginning of 2023, and new retirees will see this reflected as well. So if you're looking to start claiming benefits this summer, expect a decent bump up over the previous projections. Biden vows to reject any Social Security cuts. We heard this in his State of the Union address, that they would not cut any benefits to Social Security. Democrats and Republicans alike both said there would not be cuts to Social Security and Medicare, but we're hearing that could be changing here very soon. Now, in his 2024 budget proposal, President Biden reiterated that he will reject any proposals to make cuts to Social Security. The proposal, which spans 184 pages and covers a lot of spending plans, states the administration is committed to protecting and strengthening Social Security and opposes any attempt to cut Social Security benefits. This most likely will be debated this summer, as some Republicans have proposed cuts to the programs, or even outright getting rid of it. No matter what gets debated or proposed, if it includes cuts to Social Security benefits, Biden said he will veto it. Retirement age might be raised. Now, I mentioned this here on the channel. We saw this happen in France, and we saw all the protests. They're talking about doing this here in the United States. The full retirement age is currently 66 or 67, depending on your date of birth, but a bipartisan group of lawmakers is looking to propose an increased retirement age to help shore up the deficit in Social Security benefits, and a lot of people are saying this is an indirect way of cutting benefits to recipients. Raising the full retirement age to 70 would effectively cut lifetime benefits by almost 20%, which is the deficit needed to be overcome before Social Security reserves run out in the next decade. As elections approach, this summer will be the time for proposals to be put forth and debated ahead of the 2024 budget approval. High-income earners might pay more on their taxes. As a part of the 2024 budget proposal, the Biden administration protects workers making less than $400,000 a year, stating that no one earning less than $400,000 per year will pay a penny in new taxes, and that is why we saw the rejection of the Social Security Expansion Act, which was by far one of the most popular proposals we saw released by Bernie Sanders, because his taxation in the bill said that it was $250,000 or higher, and Biden said I had said $400,000, and that bill was not backed by President Joe Biden. But there are new taxes proposed for high-income earners and wealthy taxpayers. Now, Medicare taxes would be increased on individuals making $400,000. This increase would raise the tax rate from 3.8% to 5%, unearned and earned income over $400,000, helping fund Medicare benefits further. In addition, there is a proposed wealth tax on individuals worth over $100 million, levying a 25% minimum tax on income. This will be hotly debated, as taxing the rich is always a touchy subject, and this summer might have some of the biggest debates around this subject. So we will see, and let me know your thoughts. Should the rich be taxed more? Better customer service might be on the way as well. Another aspect of the proposal for 2024's budget plan is a 10% increase, $1.4 billion, to the annual operating budget of the Social Security Administration. This would vastly improve the customer service delivery, including the ability to add staffing to handle service requests by phone and email. And let me know your thoughts. Is this needed when you try to contact the Social Security Administration? Are they quick to respond, or do you think that this might help them out? The added funding is also aimed at also helping the SSA process more benefits claims and reducing wait times. The 10% increase is to be funded with the wealth tax, so this will be a hotly debated topic in the coming months. National paid family leave is on the table as well. Most Americans don't have long-term paid leave benefits, and the current Family Medical Leave Act, or the FMLA, benefits stipulate only unpaid leave. Biden's budget proposal addresses this with a line item for paid family and medical leave at a national level. The program would be administered by the SSA and provide partial wage replacement for up to 12 weeks for several reasons, including care for and bond with a new child, care for a seriously ill loved one, heal from their own serious illness, address circumstances arising from a loved one's military deployment, find safety from domestic violence or assault or stalking. Now, the bottom line, election season is heating up, and this 2024 budget proposal is going to be making waves throughout the summer, with debates around what stays and what goes bound to happen in the coming months. So keep an eye on this. I will be sure to share with you everything that happens with Social Security. Now, if you're collecting Social Security already, you've seen a recent increase in payments, that bump up we talked about, but there are more changes coming here very soon. Keep an eye on this proposal for further development as as they could directly impact your Social Security income. And in addition to that, as I mentioned, if you missed my previous video, check it out right here as I cover the details of the IRS announcement, as they said that there are tons of leftover funds, literally people in every single state missing out on stimulus money, and a lot of them are recipients of Social Security. So you're going to want to check out that video next, you guys. But like I said, I'll keep you up to date on everything. Make sure that you and your family know what's available to you. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope this was helpful, and I'll catch you in the next video. Take care. God bless. This is Steve.